Greetings everyone. In this video I am going to caution you.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
This caution is for source players who want to save their loved ones, their family members, their friends who are asleep. You cannot wake up an asleep source player before it is time for them to wake up. They have to want to. They have to want to. And they're receiving energies right now to wake them up. They have been. Some will wake up enough. Some will wake up enough to get shocked, and then they'll choose to go back to sleep. And that is their choice. That's their choice. They are weak fractals. And that's what this game is about. It is about sorting. It is about removing the weak links. Now, the weak links are the ones that choose to be beasts and eat the animals. In this game, if you eat the animals, then you are a beast. You are something to be eaten. And your cloned bodies are being eaten whenever you eat the animals. Yes, and you are having blood drawn. But that's another video, and I already did that, and I don't need to go back there. But, you know, you need to be watching all the videos if you want the information and the knowledge. That, and you need a good source self connection, not higher self connection. That's a matrix counterfeit. You need a good, strong source self connection, and you cannot get a good, strong source self connection until you are on frequency plane 5. And at frequency plane 5, you have removed the animals from your foods consumed. You cannot get a good source self connection as long as you're eating the animals. Won't happen. Don't deceive yourself. That's a rule of the matrix. That's a non-breakable rule of the matrix. Yes. And that's a choice you make. Well, you can believe it or not. I suggest that you get a good source self connection, but you won't have a good source self connection until you remove the animals. Okay? But that's a risk you're taking. And you took a risk when you came into this game anyway, because it's a high stakes game. Yes. But you are not responsible for those who are around you. Absolutely not responsible for those who are around you. Now, if you have source player children and you are not eating the animals, well, they'll stay in the game come the harvest because you're not feeding them meat, and if anyone else is feeding them meat, then it won't count against them. Okay, because you, the source player mom or dad, because you are not marked, then those children are not marked. And they will survive the harvest culling. And they will remain with you. So you will not have that loss. You will not experience that loss. Now, if you have an adult spouse that is choosing to remain ignorant, even watching you remove the animals from your foods consumed, and they are not getting it, whether it be for health benefits or they get the game, if they are choosing to remain in their ignorance, well, that's their choice. That's their source fractal, and that's their choice. And you do not need to worry or concern yourself about them either. Keep your thoughts to yourself. And that's wise with many things in this game. Even this information could be smart to keep to yourself. You concentrate on your journey, and you see things for what is going on, and you keep tight rein of your game mind. Now, for those of you who think that this is so far off the wall, this just can't be real, well, how many people are coming on now in the news? I'm going to say well-known people who are saying that this is an illusion. It's coming out all over the place. It's always been in the movies. It's just, you know, it's in your face. All right? Now, what I'm saying about removing the animal meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with the heart from your foods consumed, well, how is that crazy in any way, shape, or form? There is nothing that I'm sharing with you here that doesn't make good sense in living your life. Having boundaries, that just makes good common sense, to have boundaries and to not be, to have a clear mind, to get rid of unforgiveness. There's so much more to come, so much more to share with you. Some of it will be nearly unbelievable, and that's okay. Some of you are ready to hear it, others won't be, and think of it as a story. Just think of it as a story. You watch movies on TV to entertain you. Well, this is a bit more than just entertainment, but you could take it as such. But if you're watching it with a critical mind, and you are poo-pooing the information or thinking that it is too far out there, or you are being critical in any way, shape, or form of this message, then it will not benefit you to watch this message, because you see criticism and judgment of that type is the lower frequency range, and it either is for you or it isn't. So if it's not for you and you have no intention of removing the animals from your foods consumed, then I suggest that you just shut off this channel and go out and enjoy what life you have left, because it will be drawing to a close. And when you do, as a source player, you return to your source self-awareness outside the matrix. And if you were marked with eating the meat inside this game, then you will go into isolation, and there will be no more game experiences for you. But in your source neutrality, you will accept that without any difficulties, because you recognize you failed. So, and you were here only by your choice. Nobody forced you. No, source did not force you in here. You willingly created this and came in to experience it. It is so important to remain in your now day. Your now day. Don't project to the future about the future occurrence that's coming, because it will show up when it's time and you will be confronted with it in its day. You don't need to worry about it. The only way you can prepare for it is to be aware and to remove the animal meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with heart from your foods consumed. Stay in your now day. Live your best life yet. Your empowerment. This frequency journey is not an immediate, you can't go from eating the meat to boom, you're at the top of the game in a day. It's a journey. It takes some more time than others, but you have time left. You have time. But make the best use of it and stay in your now day. Time to get serious about this game now. Time to get serious. Stay in your now day. Stay out of the past. Be sure to forgive. Forgive. It's not happening today, so it's not happening. And unless you bring it here, or actually you go there. And then you're out of this day, and you're out of your empowerment. And that will not benefit you. Stay in this now day as much as you possibly can. It'll get easier and easier. If you find the information that I'm sharing in these videos to be of benefit to you, then it benefits you to do an energy exchange without expectation. It is a way of saying thank you for the energy that I have put into these videos. And it unlocks higher frequency, unlocks for you. It is a frequency issue. You get out of these videos what you put into them. abundance, health, and prosperity to you. And it would benefit you to go back and watch the videos again as your frequency rises, because you will not be able to catch higher frequency information in them unless you are a frequency match to them. It's your journey. Make it your best life yet. You can do this. There are great days ahead.